Gratitude and abundance, infinite vibes here to help raise your awareness. Let's take a collective deep breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Alright, family. I know it's been a minute. Your boy has been busy, just, pushing through my personal evolution, right? And I finally find myself in a place where I'm able to come to you guys and provide you more content a bit more consistently, okay? So, without further ado, go ahead, like, subscribe, check out the link in my bio if you're looking to book a personal session, and yeah, all that good jazz. Also follow me on Instagram. It's _ infinite vibes with a Z at the end of it. All right, now let's begin. So before I get into this read, all right, I want to go ahead and just pull some cards for the week. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with mindful messages. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle this. Today is April 29th, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle this 29 times. Okay, 29 times, and then this is the card that fell out. It says present. Okay, so present, it says, in this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. All right, so this week, we're being called to be present, okay, to be more in the moment, to be in the now, the eternal now. All right, I always say this time doesn't exist, right? I mean, obviously it does. There's infinite realities and infinite, timelines, right? But the present is what's really happening right now. So, whatever it is that you're worried about, in regards to, it can be anything, right? It could be love, finances, whatever it is that you're going through right now, right? Just take a moment to take a deep breath and then just remain present. Take it one step at a time, okay? So that's the mindful message for the week. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Dragon Oracle. Again, it's the 29th, so we're going to do this, 29 times. Let's go. All right, 29 times. Let's see. All right, so boom. We have the Fire Dragon. All right. Take a look at that. So just know, collective, that you guys are, pretty much safe, all right? Just all the lower energies around you are just being dissipated right now. The path is being cleared before you, all right? Just know that your spiritual team has your back, all right? That's basically the overall message that's like coming through. Your spiritual team has your back, okay? Can make anything happen. All right, so now I'm gonna pull the Oracle card. All right, this is the Shaman Oracle. Okay, again, 29 shuffles. And I want to do these shuffles like while I'm with you guys, just being present, so you guys know, all right, that this was done like in the moment. Okay, so that's why I'm not doing pre-shuffles. All right, let's see here. Okay, the Time Master. Okay, that's powerful. And you can see the infinite in there. Oh, sorry. You can see the infinite in there. Infinite vibes. Alright, that's how we know we're in the right place, in the right location. Let's see what this is about, family. 57. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of like emphasis on time right now. Remaining present, not worrying about the future, knowing your path is, protected, moving forward. Alright, so it says here, the Time Master, the essence. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. What did I just say? This is crazy. Alright. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel, and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, And this image reminds us that there's only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and infinite, and finite, sorry. It all depends on perspective, right? So, again, this is what I was literally just saying about remaining present. Just remain in the moment, focus on what you got in front of you, you know what I'm saying? And I literally just said time does anyway. Let's keep moving forward. So, it says the invitation. It says, when the time master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear vision and welcoming the cyclical quality of time? Wow, that's powerful. You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the true test of the time master. Hey, time masters, you're being called right now. It's a test. Right? We're all time masters. You're being invited to take back your power. All right? Take back your power. Let go of the past and choose to step into your life. That's powerful. Choose to step into your life. Step into it. All right? In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the time master. Anything is possible now. Anything is possible in the now, in the present moment. All right? The medicine. Sometimes it appears that you're running out of time. You worry you won't get what you need or want. Everything gets stuck like a log jam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now, it's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of the future. That's so equally important. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. Wow. I'm not making this up. I literally just shuffled this in front of you guys, right? That's crazy. Being present, all right? The fire dragon and the time master. So now I'm going to pull a tarot card. What do we have for the week ahead? Okay. One card fell out. Let's put this down here. Okay. 2. Alright, so 3 cards fell out. I only need 1 card though. I don't really. Let's go. 29. I'm going to shuffle this 29 times. Okay, so again, multiple cards just kind of fell out and flipped. Let's see. Alright. Still 2 cards. I just need 1. Spirit, just give me 1 card. 1 card. Just 1. Alright. Okay. We got the Hermit. Alright, take your time. Remain in your genius. Alright, you have all the answers that you need. Remain in your genius and remain present. You have all the answers that you need. Okay? Within yourself. The Hermit is a genius. Patiently waiting. Holding that lamp for illumination. Showing people the way to that far off reality in the background over there. Right? The Hermit is a magical, powerful being. Remain present. Alright? You have the fire dragon walking with you. Know that all your obstacles are being burnt and destroyed and out of the way. Alright? You can walk towards your path, you know, without any issues. You have the time master. Okay? So you have the ability to bend time, and you're the Hermit. Keep your eye on the vision. Alright? Illuminate the way for others. Okay. Powerful stuff, guys. That was really cool. Okay. If you guys would like to book a reading with me to go more in depth, you know, feel free to, you know, just book a session. Just leave in the description that you just want a tarot read, and then we can go from there. All my hours and things are fixed, so I apologize about that. You get my free content on YouTube, alright? So, and I talk about a lot of stuff. Okay, so first 10 minutes of the video, that was great. Now, I'm just going to move forward, and, we're going to go ahead and talk about the main topic of this video, okay? Just give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take a quick swig. Love coconut water. Stay hydrated, folks. Okay. Honestly, I really miss, like the actual coconut, like climbing a tree, getting a coconut, and just opening it up, you feel me? But I'm back in the city now, so anyway, let's get to it. So in today's video, I want to talk about, spirituality. What does it mean, okay, to be a spiritual being, to have a spiritual experience, right? Because nowadays, and excuse me if I'm like sniffling up a little bit, recently just caught a quick ascension symptom. I like to call them that. It's not like that serious, just body like getting ready for the next level, pretty much just clearing out the old. All right, so whenever you feel any sort of like illness within your being, it's just basically your body like getting ready to step into the next level. So make sure you take care of yourself, you treat yourself good, you surround yourself with good people, and you put yourself in good environments. All right, now let's go back to the main topic, spirit. All right, so I know this thing has been like on the rise, where you have like all these like spiritual communities kind of rising up, right? But I wanted to make this video for people who, and again, like what my channel is about really is about guiding people, right, through their experience. Because people tend to jump into this, right? Like, we forget sometimes that, not everybody is like us, right? Some people, grew up in religious backgrounds, and then they step into the spiritual journey. They don't really know where to begin. They begin to follow a bunch of people. They change their diet. They change their lifestyle, there's just like a lot that happens, right? It's a lot of changes. So the whole point of this channel is to basically help guide people through these processes, all right? So I want you guys to have a good spiritual experience. I want you to, enjoy the process from your awakening to, through every ascension and so forth and so on. So that's what this page is for, okay? Now, moving forward, basically, spirit, right? You have to look at what that word means, right? Spirit correlates to the word breath, all right? That's why at the beginning of every video, I always say, take a deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale. All right? Spirit. So even in a religious location, right? When you come together in like a mosque, or you go to a church, or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Even when you're singing or when you're praying together, right? That's a bunch of like electromagnetic bodies, right? That's a bunch of bodies coming together to breathe in unison. This will create a specific type of frequency, okay? And that's kind of the type of thing that happens when a lot of people come together, in large groups, and then they breathe together, right, in various ways. So again, let me break this down to you guys before we take a step further. All right, so spirituality. Spirit correlates to the breath, okay? And you can literally like look up the meaning of this, right? So when we're talking about breath, we're talking about chi, okay? So this is why when you begin your spiritual practice, you find yourself meditating a lot, doing a lot of yoga, right? And the reason why you're doing this is because you're naturally going through the process of learning how to breathe, how to move chi, how to move breath around within your vessel, okay? Now, spirit wants to have an experience, a human experience. You have to think of spirit as the one, okay? There's no duality in spirit. It's all unison. It's all one, okay? So you have this one energy, right, that is able to experience so many things, but it's not tangible. So it decides to step into a vessel, okay? So it'll go into a carbon vessel, okay? So this is when the spirit enters into the body through the womb, all right, and then it's birthed, okay? Now, initially, right, like the spirit picks up a lot of like human conditioning, all right, depending on how you're birthed, the type of people you're around. The first 7 to 14 years of your life is really nothing but conditioning from the parents that you chose or they chose to have you, to bring you into this realm, all right, so that way, you can have this experience with them, okay? So, and I know like not every single parent is like the best parent out there, but you chose these parents or they chose you one way or another, right? Like this dynamic was formed and created so that way you guys can experience one another. So the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that, like that's just encompassing one experience for your spirit to have through this body, right? So this is why usually like people tend to go through a teenage rebellious stage, right? It's because they are at a point where the spirit is like, wait a minute, I'm trying to, figure myself out now. I'm trying to figure out you guys already gave me a name, a nationality, a religion. You sent me to school, all that type of stuff, right? And gave me some sort of education or guidance, right? The initial guiding aspect of life, right? The first couple of steps, all that. Like you guys were there to help me through that, no matter how that looked like. Okay, so in that rebellious stage, this is when your consciousness or your spirit is kind of like, wait a minute, I want to try doing this. Maybe some of these things weren't really actually me. It was just the conditioning I picked up on. Okay, now this is where I tend to tell people to look into your human design or your astrology, right? Now the reason why I say this is because your spirit is using a body, a vessel. So you need to understand what type of car you're driving, okay? So when I say a car, like the spirit, I'm talking about you in there, okay? What type of vehicle are you using to travel through time and space, okay? Because if you really think about it, that's what you're doing with this carbon body. You're traveling through time and space. And this is why the process of manifestation, okay, can take a while. I'll explain this later. Right? If I don't explain it in this video, I'll explain it in another video later, right? So hold that thought. The process of manifestation, it takes time when you're using a carbon vessel, right? Because the manifestation process is a bit more tangible. It's a bit more linear, right? So you have to ask yourself, why would spirit want to come into this body, right? It's because in oneness, it can't necessarily experience what it feels like to taste, touch, basically utilize its 5 senses, and as we continue to evolve as a species, to use whatever other senses it comes into alignment with. And also whatever practices you tend to get into, right, you can sharpen and increase these type of senses overall, okay? Become stronger at it, all right? So once again, the spirit is using your body to travel through time and space. It's using the vehicle, okay? Now, the vehicle has a name, a nationality, right? But what is the main function of the vehicle? So this is where in human design we have the incarnation cross. This is kind of where it explains what your vessel is supposed to be used for, okay? This doesn't mean that you have to do... All right, sorry about that, collective. So yeah, this doesn't mean that, this doesn't mean that, just because your body is like designed to be a certain type of way or to be used a certain type of way that you can't have other experiences. No, what we're saying is that when you utilize your body for its design, the way it's designed to be, right? This has nothing to do with, like your job or, like your purpose and all that type of stuff. Like just the function of the body, right? That's what the incarnation cross is about. So when you experiment using or living, through your incarnation cross, you will find that it's a lot easier to navigate. You're able to take quantum leaps a lot easier. You are able to step into your purpose a lot faster, or you just find things aligning for you smoothly. Okay, so again, you have to experiment with this. All right, so don't forget, if you are interested in learning how to do this type of stuff, I offer personal coaching. The link is in the description below. All right, now let's continue. So you have the incarnation cross, right? The next thing that you need to know about, your archetype, right, is the aura. Okay, what type of energy, what type of chi are you utilizing, right? What are you dominant in? Okay, so there's 4 aura types. There's the generator, there's the manifesting generator, there's the projector, and then there's the manifester. And there's a reflector. I may have said that. So there's reflector, generator, manifester, Manigen, and Projector. So there's 5 aura types. I think I tend to categorize like Manigens and generators in one group usually because they're just a type of generator. But just for the sake of educational purposes, let's just go with the 5 for now. Okay, so each aura type has a different usage. Okay, so how you utilize your aura, okay, can help you in regards to navigating this realm with your incarnation cross, with your carbon vessel. Okay, so that's another way you can look at this. Okay, so now you understand what your body's designed to do, and then you understand your aura type. So these are 2 automatic hacks that you have right there in your arsenal. Okay, so then you want to understand your profile types. So there's 1 to 6 profiles. Profile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each profile encompasses its own type of personality trait. Okay, and if you look in your chart, you probably see astrological features that go hand in hand with these profile numbers and these gates as well. Right, so these gates are specific meridian points or channels throughout your body that help create the flow, circulate the flow of chi, where in some areas it's a bit more dominant, right, which just means that you're able to naturally use those channels, whereas other people may not. Sometimes you have a hanging gate, so this is why you and somebody else might click. Like you guys might be very good at doing business together. You guys might find yourself reading each other's minds. You might just find yourself just being emotionally connected on a whole another wavelength, so forth and so on, right? Like there's so many ways to look at it. Okay, so this is why I say utilize that modality. The human design encompasses astrology as well. Okay, so this is why it's my preferred method. And again, I strongly suggest if you're new into like spirituality in the community, look into this stuff. All right, this is just to give you your personal compass and blueprint, so that way when you do decide to go into these communities or you're going on your journey, you have a better understanding of it, like your digestion, your environment, your perspective, your awareness, your aura type, your incarnate. It's just much more easier for you to step into these spaces and not get manipulated. Okay, because there's a lot of gurus out there, right? And I don't want to throw shade to anybody out there, who's leading their own little community or their cult or whatever the case may be, right? But you just have to be mindful, because some people might just suck the energy out of you. Okay, so you have to be very mindful of the type of practices that you go into. So this is why I say start with this modality, experiment with it as you go through your journey. I guarantee you're going to step more into breath work. You're going to go deeper into the occult, the Kabbalah. You're going to dive deeper into your astrology, your dietary path, and so forth and so on. Okay, so this will help you to honor your unique journey, your unique body, because it's not one size fits all. Okay, and this is just to say, right, there's nothing wrong with dieting or living a certain type of way, right? These things, sometimes you need to, your body needs certain types of foods, environments, places. Really, honestly, your diet is basically your entire environment. Okay, and you'll naturally know what is for you and what isn't for you, and it's important not to dishonor that feeling, right? And again, this is where it goes. This is the next thing that this modality goes into, is your strategy and authority. So your spirit has a compassing point, which is utilizing its strategy and authority to navigate through these currents, through this manifestation, through this reality. Okay, so this gives you a whole compass. It's literally this is how you drive your vehicle. Okay, so once you understand that your spirit is using your vessel to have an experience in this realm, you're able to begin to honor everybody's personal journey and their uniqueness. And you're able to honor yourself a lot more, because you can hold yourself accountable for allowing yourself to go into spaces, and then also to go easy on yourself, depending on what your profile type is, your aura type, and all that type of stuff, right? And again, this is all an experience. You're here to learn, to go through these things, right? So again, that's why I wanted to talk to you guys and have a good understanding of spirituality, why human design, how this all encompasses. Okay, so In the next videos, I'm going to be talking a lot more on these type of subjects, so expect me to drop, my goal is to drop every Monday for you guys, to just, give you guys, your weekly spread, just to drop some wisdom on y'all. As I grow this channel, right, I might invite special guests on here. I'm going to be talking on a numerous amount of things, okay? So, once again, I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. I hope this brought some awareness into your reality. I hope this, educated you a little bit. Again, this is an experiment. You can go ahead and trial and error with this thing. If you're very curious about your human design, I'll put a free link below in the bio. Go ahead, click it, go ahead and generate your chart, figure out what it is. Again, you can shoot me a message or book a session with me. The link is in the description. All right. So I hope everybody has an abundant week, and I will catch you all in the next now. Peace.